Hey guys, Eric Meade here, divorce bro and a certified divorce coach. When I first started my divorce journey, I went out and I looked for information for men about divorce. And I found two categories. One was like Christian podcasts that had their own perspective on divorce. And the other was like legal podcasts and law firm websites that were all about how to avoid getting taken to the cleaners. I didn't find either category terribly helpful. But there are some things that a man who's starting divorce needs to hear, and that's why I created this video. These are the 5 things that you need to hear if you are a man starting divorce. The first one is that you are going to be okay. I know right now it feels like the world is collapsing around you. It's normal to be overwhelmed and confused and scared about the future, scared about your finances, scared about your relationship with your kids. All of that is normal. And it's temporary. There will be a time when you're looking back on this period and you probably will look back at it as a difficult time that you went through, but it's not the only difficult time you've been through. You've been through other difficult times. You will make it through this and you will be able to look back on it and you won't be in all the emotions that you're feeling right now. So you are going to be okay. The second thing you need to hear is that divorce is both an end and a beginning. I know right now it feels like everything's ending, the world's ending. It's not. Your marriage is ending. For some reason, maybe you initiated the divorce or your spouse did, the marriage was not working for one of you. And as a result, now it's coming to an end. But that end is also a beginning, and it clears out some of the things that have been taking up your time now, and you will have other relationships. You will pick up hobbies that you've wanted to do, you haven't been able to do. You will re-engage with friends and family maybe in a different way. So there are things that are starting now or will start as part of this divorce process, even though there obviously are some things that are ending. The marriage, that part of your identity that is related to being this person's spouse, those things are ending, but there are other things that are beginning, and a new chapter of your life is opening up, and it's going to have its own set of opportunities for you to pursue. The third thing you need to hear is that you have agency and you have the ability to influence this process as it unfolds. And I'm really talking about the legal process right now. It's very easy for men to just feel like they're going to be victimized by this whole thing, and your wife's going to take all the money and the house and the kids and all that. And there are men who have come out with very bad outcomes of divorce. There are also men who have come out with good outcomes. And there are couples, ideally the couples both come out of divorce with an outcome that allows them both to move forward in their lives. And the way you show up in this process will go a long way to influencing the type of outcome you get. So it's true that the system of divorce law has some things in it that aren't terribly favorable toward men. And if you look at the history of it, that makes sense. The law was set up at a time when if a woman wasn't married, there was a real fear that she would be destitute. She'd have nothing because she didn't have a career, she wasn't working. Obviously that has changed now, and women make up more of the workforce, they make up more of college graduates than men. But the law has not caught up. But if you go in to this process just railing against those aspects of the legal system, I think that is going to generate a more confrontational situation in your divorce case. But if you go in recognizing that, but seeking to be smart about it and influence the process the best you can to get an outcome that you can live with and your spouse can live with, I think that attitude is going to go a long way to protecting you from some of those nasty outcomes that some men talk about having had in divorce. The fourth thing you need to hear is don't take advice from social media. So if you go on some online forum about divorce, the other people on that forum who are responding to you, if they've been divorced 2, 3, 4 years and they're still hanging out in that forum, chances are these are people who haven't really moved on from their divorce. So they're still in the place you are in right now, even though you're just passing through, but they've stayed there. And you're getting all this stuff from them that's basically reliving their most painful moments of their lives through your experience. And that's the advice that they're offering you. Don't take your advice from strangers that are on social media, especially the legal advice. That can really derail your progress. But look for trusted friends who know you, know your situation. Look for professionals who can help you, who do this for a living. They work with divorce, and they can help you make better decisions than someone who's seen 3 or 4 sentences about your life and now wants to tell you exactly what to do. The 5th thing you need to hear is that you don't have to do this on your own. So it's not the social media, but there are other people around. You can reconnect with family and friends and people in your social network, not the social media, the actual in-person social networks. So there is help available to you. If it doesn't immediately come to mind where you can get that help, you need to be intentional about finding people that can support you in that way. And then also there's some expertise that you don't have that you will need to make it through divorce. So there are professionals that you need to be talking to and possibly hiring, paying money to get the expertise that you need. You do not know the things that you need to know to get through divorce successfully. Divorce is a team sport. It's not an individual event. So you really need to be thinking about who's on your team and how do you get them together. So those are 5 things that I think every man who's entering the divorce process needs to hear. If you would like some more support, I have one option for you to consider, which is the Divorce Bro app, and in particular the Divorce Bro Renewal Program, which is a 6-week course with, there's a video each day, there's deep, meaningful exercises, as well as practical tools for you as you go through divorce. And the program is really designed to give you a lot of the information that you will need to navigate your divorce with confidence and integrity. So I encourage you to take a look at that. It's available at on the Divorce Bro app, which also has a lot of free resources for you to use as well. So please give that some thought, and I look forward to seeing you soon.